Okay, it says a circle has center O, and OW is a radius of length 17. So let me just start by drawing what that might look like. Here's my circle, center O, radius of 17 out to W. Let's say I put W to the right. Chord XY of length 30 is going to intersect OW at point Z such that angle OZX is a right angle. Now, for those of you that have studied your geometry quite well, once you see this particular fact, you might know where this is going with the chord, but let's not get there yet immediately. I just want to start by drawing everything here. Probably should have noted immediately that this right here is going to have a length of 17. And in this case, let's say that I sort of draw a potential idea of the chord. Let's say that that's the chord XY. It's going to intersect at point Z. OZX is a right angle. And now I say, aha. One thing that I was supposed to remember from geometry class is that when you have a chord and it creates a right angle with a radius, it always is supposed to cut that chord in half. So what I'm supposed to remember here is that this 30 right here is actually 15 here and 15 here. Now, this looks a little bit cluttered, and I'm supposed to find, well, if I keep reading it, WX, but let's not get there just yet. Let me see if I can ignore this last sentence here and make progress anyway. I say, well, one thing I notice is that the radius here is 17. When in doubt for most of these questions, I shouldn't be afraid to draw another radius. And in doing this, well, this thing, OX, that's also 17. And I sort of pay close attention here, then I sort of see a situation here where I have a right triangle where there's a 17 and a 15. And if I want to find this remaining side length, which is in this case side length OZ, I can just use the Pythagorean Theorem. So the side length OZ squared plus 15 squared equals 17 squared. And if I solve for OZ, that would be the square root of 17 squared minus 15 squared. That ends up being 8. So if I know that OZ here is 8, and I know that OW is a full radius, that actually tells me the last thing that I need before we can find WX. If this is 8 and the full thing's 17, that means that 9 will be the length of ZW. Putting this all together, they want me to find WX, right? Well, that seems like I just got to draw one more line from there to there, but there's still a right angle here. So putting this all together, let's say I draw one more right triangle over here. I'm looking for WX, and I know that there's a 15 here, and there's a 9 here. Putting this all together, the length of WX squared is going to be equal to 15 squared plus 9 squared. Okay, well, they told me that the length of this is square root of k, so this is just the square root of k squared equals 15 squared plus 9 squared, and putting that all together, k is equal to 225 plus 81, which is equal to our final answer of 306.